And good evening, hello everyone. We are back in Digital Combat Simulator, and again, this time there will be probably no combat, just other things. Mostly flying around the Nevada test and training range in near Las Vegas. And here we have the lovely F5E, so hopefully you will enjoy this flight. This is more or less a waypoint to waypoint flight, nothing else. And it will be more or less just me following some waypoints and navigation. So I hope you enjoy, stick around, we'll at least get to see the wonders of the Nevada desert. And we're going to fly together. So for this flight, this is mostly navigation training, daytime. As you can see, the weather is perfect. According to this mission I set up, it's 6:30 in the morning, so yeah, quite early. As you can see, here's the F5. Well, we might change the livery for this, or maybe for the next one. This is from the VFC-13 Aggressors, I think, or something like that. I don't remember the squadron names. I simply enjoy flying this rather simple plane. And we're gonna start up at Nellis Air Force Base. I'm gonna show you the map, much easier. So we're gonna start here, and we're gonna fly northeast, turn towards Creech, Air Force Base, BT TACAN Station, Radio Navigation Station, Tonopah Test Range Airfield, or actually, yeah, the Tonopah Airfield. Finally, we're gonna turn towards Groom Lake. Normally this is a no-fly zone, it's a 10 square mile no-fly zone, but we're gonna fly through that. From Groom Lake we're gonna fly to this MMM, I don't know the exact name of this TACAN station, it's on channel 90. Finally we're gonna fly to a point called Apex, from which we will return and land on runway 03 left, so we'll do a pattern, fly in and land, then taxi back to the airfield. So first of all, well, we need to call the ground crew to put in the wheel chocks.
Chief, place the wheel chocks.
There we go. He's added.
Copy. Wheel chocks are now in place.
Alright, and we're gonna request rearm and refuel. And we're going to request two 150-gallon fuel tanks, or actually, let's clear this. We're just going to go with one 250 fuel tank, or let's take a larger one, just to be sure. And we're just going to take the AIM-9 P5s at wingtips. That's it. We can change the livery here to, let's say, desert. I guess it's more suitable. We're going to be full on fuel, full on gun ammo. Let's see.
Request rearming. Copy.
Now this is going to take a while as usual. I mean, they have to drag in the stuff. So there we have. There we have the 275-gallon fuel tank. And we have the missiles on soon. We're not flying here fully armed, no point. I mean, this is a training mission, and there are targets in this area, but we're not going to do any targeting today. So, alright, that's 190, AIM-9, and
rearming complete.
Rearming complete. Alright. Next, we're going to ask the ground crew to connect the ground air supply.
Chief, connect ground air supply.
This plane does not come with an auxiliary power unit,
Copy.
So
ground air supply is now connected.
We need the ground air supply. So we're gonna go start going through the checklist, which I have written here. It's for startup, and I actually wrote myself a checklist. So, and we're gonna go through it together. So first of all, we need batteries on, caution lights, startup. And we're going to reset the caution light. Next, we're going to put the generators on, 1 and 2. So we're going to have them on standby. The boost pumps, 1 and 2. up. Finally, we're going to start requesting air for the left engine. We're going to start left and right, and we're going to apply.
G. Apply ground air supply.
There we go.
Copy. Air is now applied.
All right. Next thing we're going to do is you can hear the air. It's being pumped into the system. We're going to press the start button. And on my throttle here, I'm going to set the throttle to idle. And the left engine is starting. You can actually see it twisting, but anyway, or not. And we can actually take a look at the engine. It's spooling up, spooling up, spooling up. We have the gas temperature there. And then it goes back to a more normal temperature. Next we have to do some checks for instruments. So mainly in the engine control panel here. So throttle's idle, monitor N1. N1 should be 49 to 52%. It's at 51, so that's okay. EGT is about 140. Yep, it's here. Fuel flow. Okay, then we have oil pressure 5 to 20 psi. We're at 20 for the left engine, which is good. Light generator, left generator light off, so the left generator is kicked in. And the hydraulic gauges are here. They should be 2800 to 3200, so there. Next we're going to do a similar procedure for the right engine. We're going to ask the ground crew to move the air application
G. Apply ground air
right
supply.
engine system.
Copy. Air is now applied.
Air being pumped here. Okay, we reached 10%. Push the start button. And set the throttle to idle. And we can see EGT N1 increasing. The canopy is still open, so that's why we have a canopy warning light here. There we go, it's increasing, slowly increasing. And the engine is normalizing, and let's verify the parameters. They should be the same as the left engine, apologies. So, N1 49 to 52, EGT 140. Alright, fuel flow. Okay. Oil 5 to 20. It's going down to 20. This goes up a bit when you start up the engines, so it's gonna do that. Then we're gonna check the right generator light. It's off. And the hydraulic pressure is okay. Then we're going to turn on the oxygen system. After all, we don't want to suffocate in our own plane while we fly. And we're going to start to do some before taxi checks. So we need to radar, standby mode, speed brake. You can see it out here. I'm going to retract it. Just retract it. Flaps. We're going to push the button once. Upper mode. So the computer calculates our angle of attack and sets the flaps to the correct value. Pitch and yaw dampers are on. We need these. Alright. Trim. So we're basically gun ammo and 2 aim-9s. So we need to set the takeoff trim to about 7 degrees. And let's set that to 7 degrees. This is the takeoff. Alright. Altimeter is already set. ADI, we'll set the main one to about 3 degrees. Uncape the backup one and set it to about 3 degrees. Okay, that's fine. Next we're gonna set our navigation radios. Because we kinda need them. Alright, the navigation radios are actually located here, and we will be using TACAN navigation, so that will stay the way it is. We will be turning this to transmit to C, and we're going to set the Las Vegas channel to channel 12. TACAN means basically tactical air navigation. It's navigation system used by military aircraft, very similar to civilian VOR-DME. Actually, it's much more accurate, 3 times more accurate than the VOR-DME. We're going to set the chaff and flares to single, even though we won't be using chaffs and flares. And we're going to turn on the radar warning receiver, even though we're not really in any danger, but never hurts to be sure. So we will be taking off from Nellis from runway 3. We're going to fly about 5 miles on a heading of about 038, so actually let's put the TACAN course here, 038, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, this is our outbound course, and we're going to fly this for about 5 to 6 miles, then we're going to turn to the west, where we're going to intercept another station, and fly towards it, and so on. I'll explain as I go. So we're gonna close the canopy. We don't need the canopy anymore. Open. And we're not gonna turn on the gun sight. We're not going to combat. So next, we're going to ask the ground crew to disconnect the ground air supply.
Chief, disconnect ground air supply. Copy. Ground air supply is now disconnected.
Then we're going to ask the ground crew to remove the wheel chocks.
Chief, remove the wheel chocks. Copy. Wheel chocks are now removed.
Alright, let's turn on the taxi lights. We don't need them, but as per regulations, I think it's a good idea to do it. So, taxi lights are on. And let's continue. We're gonna start taxiing slowly to runway 03 right and take off from there. And you can hear the engines powering up. We're gonna give it a bit of gas, proverbial gas, and it's gonna start moving. We don't need to go at very high power setting on the ground. The plane is actually quite maneuverable. The graphics of this map are amazing, by the way. I really love what Eagle Dynamics did with it. It's actually awesome. Let's try to look forward to, well, nose wheel steering had a bit of a brain fart there, or I had a bit of a brain fart. Let's try to glance forward. Now this airport is about 1,800 feet in altitude. Let's cut the power a bit, go a little bit too fast. We're going to follow this taxiway here to runway 03. There we go. And this is going to be quite a slow taxi. It's going to take a while, but bear with me. So, I kind of manhandled it. Turn there, went a bit too fast on the throttles. So let's just accelerate and continue on. There's another C-130 that just probably took off. It's going to Groom Lake, so. But we're not going to follow that plane. That has its own flight path. So. Start general turn here. Now I expect to be, I'll be actually showing you around also a bit as well, at least as much as I know the NTTR. So and here's one thing, in case we run out of fuel, this plane doesn't really have that long range, about 400 miles I think. We can always land Groom Lake, so it's a no-fly zone, but come on, this is my map, so I can do whatever I want in it. Also, don't be shy, do leave me comments, criticism and so on. I do not mind them. That's why, you know, we have media to communicate. And I'm gonna turn soon so I can actually cross the runway. At the next one. I want to start turning slowly. Towards runway 03 left. Follow this line here across the threshold. We should stop here if there was incoming traffic, but there's not. So. I also, as you notice, I'm not bothering with the ATC just like last time. ATC is like for one-line flying and so on, but now I'm not bothering with the ATC. There's no other AI traffic coming, so I'm just literally let's follow the guiding lines. Oh, that's why they're here, to help us get from one point to another. Still having a bit of issues taxiing this bird, but I just need to be gentler with it. It was quite a bit rough on the rudder pedals there. Now we can do the takeoff in two ways, namely using the nose strut for a shorter takeoff or longer roll. It's either way works. Well, let's level it off here. Let's make sure it's straight. Alright. Let's tap the brakes. Alright, we're gonna check left, gonna check right. There's no traffic incoming, so I'm not really concerned. And we're gonna start our takeoff roll. But first, let's use the nose strut. I'm gonna raise the nose about 3 degrees. And I'm not going to use the brakes, I'm just going to slowly start rolling up. It's not going to be the shortest roll, but I'm just going to let it basically settle itself. And military power. On the runway, at this speed, the rudder is already effective. And closer to 200 knots, we're going to start rolling out. Afterburner on. Okay. Alright. Moving up. Gear up. And there's a racetrack to our left. We're gonna start leveling our nose, trimming our nose down a bit. and activate the external fuel tank. And at about 5 miles distance, we're going to start our turn and change our heading. So we're slowly climbing. 4,000 feet, 4 miles. No, that's 3 miles. Now we're gonna be working with the TACAN radio. We're gonna change to 87X, channel 87X ray. I'm just simply flying left-handed here. Not the best thing, but 4 miles, going on 5. We're gonna start changing frequencies now. 87 X-ray, and we're gonna fly a heading of a course of 2904. So dial it in on our HSI here, and we're gonna start intercepting the radio as we go. 2904. Alright. And we're gonna start turning into its trim this plane for another flight. Cut the pole a bit less. We're still climbing, which is okay, which is basically what I want. We're gonna turn on about 45-degree line to intercept the radial, and we're gonna turn into the Creech Air Force Base TACAN. From there we're gonna go to BD and Tonopah. Then we're gonna go to towards our other terrestrial route. The targets we are after are near Tonopah, but we're not for targets this time. So yes, I'm gonna do one of my boring navigation missions this time. So about 45 degrees, we're gonna do about 260, and we intercept the radial soon. Then we're gonna level off here. Now we're turning about, that's 20 degrees, so let's turn a bit more. Being very gentle with the plane. Turn at least. We're still climbing very fast. This is about right. We're flying about 265, so let's level the nose down. Flying towards the radio, not very fast. I could have intercepted at a higher angle. And we're going to be consuming external fuel models. So when the 275 gallons are off, then we're going to switch to internal power. We are cruising at about 400 miles, which is okay. We're there, so. This plane is very responsive, by the way. It's actually, if you're above a certain speed, it's really just does what you tell it to, so it's one of the few planes that I actually enjoy flying. I do also have the MiG-21, which is its counterpart, more or less. But the MiG-21 is completely different beast. It has a very powerful engine, it climbs like a rocket, but it flies like a brick at low altitudes. So you can understand. I'm not the biggest fan of it. So in that situation, it's an excellent intercept. Approach the radio soon. Very close to the station. We should turn a little bit more. Let's turn about there. Now, how do I know that I intercept the radio? Do you see the line in the HSI that's parallel to the course indicator? So this one here. It's going to start getting closer to the center line, so not the best radial interception, so whatever, it's okay. I could actually turn even more. So. Normally these are done I think at about 30 degrees, but yeah, let's do it at about 50 degrees. We're about 4 miles away from the station. The station is somewhere to front left, 6 miles away. Our next waypoint will be the BT TACAN station, which is on a 94 X-ray and rate of 283. See, now we're approaching the radio. I flew a bit wrong there, but anyway, returning to the station. It's not to go down. Probably stay there. Not the best turn. And since we're this close, we're going to switch to 94 X-ray. On a heading of 283. Excuse me, I can't see well, so I need to zoom in. 283 degrees. Now we can turn into an actual new radio. Intercept. This is about 15 miles. So I'm gonna try a more perpendicular approach this time. I'm still not very good with TACAN navigation, so I'm still learning it, but I would like at some point to try this scenario in complete darkness. So, I mean, there's not much you can guide yourself in the desert by, but that's gonna be a fun exercise. Let's try to intercept at about 235 degrees. That's about 50 degrees difference. I'm actually planning to buy some pedals at some point, pedals from the throttle. Well, we're gonna intercept this puppy, but maybe we need to turn a little bit more. Technically, I don't need a new stick. This stick works fine as it is, but and you can see we're approaching the radio now. We actually have a good interception. Our fuel situation, well, external fuel tank is still A-okay, so radio, we're going to start going to turn into it, and we're going to just follow it to the station, out of which we're going to, after that, we're going to fly an outbound radio of 358 from the station. So more or less north. Turn. The lighting on this map is amazing, by the way. The sun is right behind me, that is the wing reflecting the cockpit. Let's turn a bit faster this time. I don't really want to lose the radio. So, find our way to the station. Now TACAN I know operates in a very high band, like 950 to 1112, 1120 megahertz. Pardon me, I'm a bit tired, I can't really speak at the moment, but yeah, this is how I unwind usually. It's fun. For me it's fun. For you probably very boring. And oh, by the way, if you want to talk to me, please do leave me comments. I'll try to respond to them by voice. So I don't really have to type anything. So yeah, just go ahead and you know, talk to me. It's fine. And tell me I'm an idiot also if you don't like what I'm doing. It's fine. I accept criticism as long as it's, you know, polite enough. Also, if you see any weird glitches, it's probably OBS Studio being an ass, so that's what I'm using to stream. We're about 21 miles away from the station, still flying, still at it, still there. Fuel situation is good, external fuel tank is being used. After that we'll move to the internal fuel tanks, so we actually can do something about it. We can actually have a bit of more of an extended range. Last time I tried this with my flight I ran out of fuel, but I did kind of give it a lot of gas, so I mean I'm at about what, 60-something% power, and I'm doing quite well for 400 watts. This plane can do about 1.6 Mach, but I haven't been supersonic in it ever. I've been subsonic in it almost every single time I flew it. So. And let's not climb. Let's try to keep up with that radio. We're getting closer. The needle also gets a lot more sensitive the closer you get to the station. And this is also the case with VR, by the way. So, losing the radio there, but we're gonna fly outbound 358 soon, so doing a bit of weird sharp turns to chase the radio, but I know I'm going in the right direction. So. Turn to 6 miles to the and we're blindly chasing that radio here. It's very sensitive at the moment, so I think we can already start turning on 358. So we're gonna go north, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, and let's start flying that radio. This is going to be outbound. It's going to last for about 30 miles ish. Let's not descend. I simply let go of the controls so I can change the course. It's a bit hard to do it. back-end navigation itself actually is not very difficult, but just I'm having trouble with this old joystick flying the bird, keeping her level, and it has no autopilot as I mentioned in my previous live video, so it's a bit of a handful to fly manually, but it works. We're gonna be about 53 miles on this exercise, so and no, I'm not blaming the joystick. I'm not a good pilot. I simply enjoy it. Center line, so caution. Okay, that's my external tank being completely drained. Let's level off here. Okay. Tank, reset the caution light. Now it's gonna start running on internal fuel. If we don't make it to Nellis, we will see what the situation is. We've flown about, what, 100 miles on 275 gallons. It's more or less doing okay. Now we will need to set the detent for this to balance the fuel tank left and right. The left has a bit less, so it will drain the right and pump it into the left so they equal out. Most newer planes actually don't need such a thing. They have all fuel auto balancing systems, but the F5 is not exactly new. So. Just check the fuel gauges, and since this bird wants to descend again, it's going to stay still for a moment. As you can see, the right fuel tank is going to catch up with the left, so I'm going to have a balanced fuel situation. Then I'm going to simply turn on auto balance again, and the plane will just fly balanced fuel tanks. 30 miles. Okay, from here we have flight 358-ish. We're going to use the Tonopah TACAM soon. Fly to it, then we're gonna fly towards Groom Lake inbound 124, and we're gonna continue on with our flight plan. The fuel tanks will take a while to balance, but that's fine. And no, they don't balance automatically. They will have to stop them when they're close. So, the A10, if you fly the A10 or want to fly the A10, it's probably a much better fuel management system. But again, the A10 is so much newer compared to this. So this is simply, I just enjoy it. I don't know, it's just a very enjoyable bird to be in. It's not advanced, and it's not anything, but I mean, you get the job done. It's pretty decent. This is still in use in many air forces. Still, I think the newer versions of it. This is not the newest version. This is the its incarnation in 1975. The newer versions can carry AMRAAMs. This one can't. It can carry two side motors. That's it. On the wingtips. Let's go back on our radial towards. Don't know, but it's very small turn. It radials so far before, so I just turn into it. Now, I'm not sure about trim values for it, so I'm simply kind of winging it here, trimming up and down to keep her level. We're using the BT station, no problem. We're gonna change to 77 X-ray. Find that station. Okay, Tonopah is 14 miles that way. We're gonna fly the radial into Tonopah to 358. Then we're gonna turn 124 towards Groom Lake, as I mentioned before. Groom Lake, Area 51, that whole bunch of hotshot area. Oh, there are no UFOs here, it's just the Nevada desert. Try perpendicular approach to the radials. 10 miles out. We have to check. Groom Lake is on 18 X-ray, channel 18. This is very close to the old Tonopah Army airfield, I think, if I recall. I've been reading about the area. It's curiosity killed the cat, I guess. Or the tiger, whatever you want. Station's about this way. Yeah, we're actually above the station. And now we're gonna turn towards Groom Lake. Let's not go down and get ourselves killed. Set this to 18 X-ray, and we're gonna fly on a heading of 124 degrees to the right, of course. Keep turning the radial while turning the plane. It's not a big issue. 100. 123, 124. Let's level off. Close up the trim a bit. Slowly turning it towards my leg. The fuel situation seems to be okay. I might just make it back to analysis. About 60 miles. We're not gonna be landing in Groom Lake unless you want me to. I can land in Groom Lake as well. I'm gonna actually be stopping about heading of 050. Maybe, let's see. Turn a bit faster. 124 radial inbound to Groom Lake. By the way, if sure someone ever watches, this is very close to Roswell. No, Roswell was in New Mexico. Apologies, this is Nevada. What is this thing doing? 18X is Groom Lake. Station there had a fudge. What it was? Groom Lake 18X. So let's check it out. That's the only thing we can do. Let's check the map if I remember right. Yeah, it's right. Let's try to keep that later. 63 miles to Groom Lake. You know, if this was a modern airliner, it would be very easy to fly the whole route. Okay, oh, it shut off the auto balance system on its own. Okay, that's good. I didn't know it does that, so saved me pushing the button. I'm gonna trim the nose up again. Level off. Wasn't very level. 56 miles. Groom Lake. After Groom Lake, we're going to fly to the MMM 190 X-ray. What about the heading of 109? No, I will not be jettisoning my fuel tank. I'm just gonna take it back. I mean, it's reusable, so. This is quite a long flight, but yeah, I'm enjoying it. So. Let's turn up into the left. Keep her steady. Let's see what I can do. A bit more. Keep her well behaved at around this altitude. This is quite high altitude terrain, by the way. So Groom Lake, it's about 4,437 feet according to my navigational aid charts here. So it's not the lowest. Be careful because Nellis is at 1,800 feet barometric altitude. So we're now basically about 10,000–11,000 feet above the terrain. So not very high. I'm not going to high altitude on purpose, but and we're still doing about 300. That was just me bobbing the nose a bit, pushing it down. It's gonna go up again. Trim setting is a bit off. I know they're not gonna shoot us down at Groom Lake. I mean, not doing anything, just flying over it. Even though it's technically a no-fly zone, it's called. It has a name, the container. Yeah, according to the F5. Basic fighter maneuvers campaign, we call it the container. I don't know how this US Air Force calls it differently, but yeah, very creative name. It is technically a no-fly container. Yeah, not the best idea to fly around there, especially if you're on an Air Force plane, or even a permission to fly. So. Yes, I know we are chasing the rain a lot. Probably not the smartest thing to do this close to Bloom Lake. And I guess we can start switching our channel here to 90 X-ray actually. Apologies. 90. Close to Bloom Lake, but we have the other station. So it's still about 109. This is the MMM Takan. Finally, we're going to fly towards Apex. So from here, we're going to turn up the heading of 128. No, 228. Then finally, we're going to intercept the 21 LSV radio for Nellis and fly our way back home and land. I'm happy if you stick with me to the end. I will be very happy if you enjoyed it. If not, well, if you don't have to watch me again. This is just something I really enjoy doing. I'm not going to be checking the map because I know I'm flying in the more or less right direction. Now the TACAN radio is gonna look, the antenna is gonna look for the station on the 90 channel. When we're here, we're flying straight towards the TACAN station. So it's gonna take a while to intercept. There we go. Approaching radio 9. We're gonna keep flying towards it as it's about halfway to the center line. Then I'm gonna turn into it. Nautical miles. Let's see what these antennas doing. We might have an obstruction, like a mountain or something. And still trying to pull in for it. Gonna make it present getting. No, we're not going away from the station, we're going towards the station. I'm actually not sure if TACAN stations are affected by terrain. Probably they are, VORs are, if my memory serves right. Radio because we lost the station there. Yeah, it was the mountains along the station. I don't know which way it is. It's that way, so we're going to 130. My vertical velocity indicator now is just 0, which is not good. Let's see if we suffered any failure. No, no failure. Well, if this was real life, we have to report this to the crew chief. I can kind of keep an eye on my altitude, but I can judge it by reading the altimeter. Fairly steady now. Approaching 109 radio, 40 something miles. This plane doesn't have a backup VVI. Doesn't even have a backup altimeter. It's very rudimentary, as I said, in some ways. Actually, believe it or not, the MiG-21 has an autopilot. Well, attitude hold autopilot, but it's an autopilot, so better than none. This one I have to fly by hand. Imagine the surprises. Here we are flying about going 40 something miles. Apparently I'm on the right track. What's wrong with my 48 miles? Okay, let's consult with the map. Yes, we are going in the right direction. It's just my instruments apparently have a bug. I don't know if I should report this to Belsimtech or I broke the plane. DME is not working anymore. The HSI indicator appears to be working, so let's that's helping in at least a bit. And the altimeter is still working. So. I'm not gonna panic yet. I am getting closer to the station because my team is getting more and more sensitive. I can always check, of course, but this is cheating. We're about 13 miles away, so yeah, no wonder the needle is getting so sensitive. And from here we're going to fly about 228 heading. Just going to use the heading block here to set. The ADI is also a bit funked for some reason. I'm actually flying quite straight, but and as soon as I overfly the station, I'm gonna switch to the LSV station. Now the DME seems to be online. Let's try to also intercept the radio. Miles from Nellis, which is good. Apex is about here, so we're not very far from that. Let's start our descent as well. Limiter is apparently bombed. No backup instruments, I'll have to fly visually. Well, the HSI is still working, so it's not a completely lost cause, but it's not making it any easy either. So my altimeter broke. Well, gee, thank you. 27 miles. Let's see, at least are we flying in the right direction? Yes, we are. Flying the apex approach. Well, I'm sure the people who have been in this situation have made it out, so should we. Never thought I'd land with a broken altimeter, but for some reason it broke. Well, things break, I guess. That's why I have ground crew to fix them. One more fun thing, this plane does not even have ILS, so the descent rate is way too slow according to that altimeter. I'm descending, obviously, it's recording the descent. The fuel situation is good, however. Well, can't be an, glitchless flight, can it? I wasn't yet paying attention to the engine side of the other instruments. Nellis. We're actually quite close. I'm gonna enter a holding pattern here. Here at Nellis. I came in too high because of the broken altimeter. I'm gonna try to land on 03 left or right, doesn't matter which at the moment. I'm gonna cut the power a bit. Start our landing. Land on 030, well, 29.2 degrees my knowledge. So I'm gonna have to do this landing visually. No instruments, no nothing. Just tackhand and good old Mark 1 eyeballs. Strip, trying to enter pattern here. Well, now my instruments all came to life. I know I'm... Yes. I'm gonna drop the gear. It's gonna create some drag, so that's always good. Okay, I have to do the turn soon. Fly over the Vegas Strip and now all my instruments just came to life. I don't know what happened. And I'm not gonna land immediately. I'm actually gonna fly a pattern over the runway. Then basically another circle. Let's see, the runway is over there somewhere. Descending a bit too much. Speed indicators bothered, but otherwise everything else seems to be on. I think the module has a bug. I might have to put the bell setting. I don't know exactly what I need to reproduce it. So let's try to. We're about 1,000 feet over the runway, so we're going to fly an entry pattern to 8,000. Let's try to keep on level. the speed indicators back up. So, okay, this definitely has to be reported to maintenance. Or at least I would if it was a real life situation. Acceptable that the plane just loses all instruments and starts breaking down under you. But with no instruments, you saw how hard it is to actually, you know, do something. I'm almost 300 knots. This is a good pattern speed. There's Nellis. We're flying again towards. There's a racetrack there to the left. The way we see a lot of buildings, there's actually some sort of racetrack. I'm not using the gun sight. It doesn't really help me. I mean, if I had an ILS system, sure. Okay, let's do the left turn. Keep an eye on these instruments, and I don't want to knock into any mountains nearby, so I need to turn a bit quicker. Yes, I have total speed power. We're approaching stall speed, that's why it's screaming out of the top of its lungs. I am trying to lead speed. Best pattern turn. I was mostly scared of that mountain, so. I could have just landed from the first try, but I didn't want to. I actually wanted to try to do a pattern that's different. Power a little lower, we don't need to fly 300 knots here. Technically we should be doing 250. This is Bravo airspace, so there's the airfield, well, the airbase, Air Force Base. We're climbing a bit. Gear down. Flaps are going to actually drop automatically to 4. That's the, let's say, the charm of auto flaps. Trim a bit nose up. We're not going to Vegas now, so. And yes, Viva Las Vegas. Let's let this guy settle down a bit. Our speed's good apparently. We're a bit slow actually, according to the AOA indexer, so. Right. Okay. Speed's good, attitude's good. Let's give it a bit more power. Just to be sure the gear is down. We have 3 out of 3 lights. We have no ILS, so God help us all. Famous last words, huh? Let's try to keep the baby bird aligned with the runway. Cut off the power a bit. I'm not going to use the speed brakes, there's no point. Plane will slow down. I don't want to hit any buildings or trees. I don't know, I have a phobia of trees when it comes to flight. I haven't hit any before, but okay, we're a bit slow to 400 feet. Coming in a bit high probably. No, we're not. Maybe we are. Right. There's flying over the threshold. Power idle. We're not going to touch down at the threshold, but that's fine. Flare. Touchdown. Chute deployed. Let's try to keep this baby bird on the runway. There we go. Back to Nellis. Technically we flew our flight plan. on my end, but this needs to be quick. Holding altitude for this is a bit difficult, but alright, our speed is. We're gonna let the chute go, stall the switch, give it power to taxi, and continue on happily on the taxiway. Nose wheel steering, especially at high speeds. So and the fuel situation is good. It's actually very good. It would have drained more fuel if we had a bigger payload, but we did not. So that's always a yada 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 good thing. And yeah, here we are back at Nellis. I'm gonna take this back to the apron where I picked it up from and report those faults to maintenance. I mean, I had altimeter, vertical velocity indicator, and even speed indicator faults, so that should be an issue there that would need to be fixed. Technically, we don't need the taxi lights on, but I just kept them on. Just gonna tap the brakes and slam on them like I did earlier. Check left and right. We're gonna cross our runway, so I don't want to bump into any traffic. Can turn on the TACAM radio and turn off the TACAM radio. We have no need for it anymore. It did its job, so. Yeah, sorry I'm quiet, but taxiing to the airport is a bit boring. So it's gonna be done again. It's not done until the plane is safely landing to that way. Also, we can proceed to start turning off systems. Radar's off. We can also open the canopy to keep that on. There's the thing, the F5 has a mechanism. When you turn on the engine, the canopy seal is locked. If you don't open it while the engines are started, well, you lock yourself inside. It's a weird thing. Also, it's about 39 degrees Celsius here at the moment. It's about 8 AM in the morning, so we're taxing about maybe 10 to 15 knots now, which is okay. 20 knots is okay, it's an okay taxi speed. Yeah, canopy and oxygen. Oh yeah. Turn off. Oxygen system. And I just have my breathing device from the mask removed. I'm running around. If you remember, this is where we came onto the runway when we took off. We went forward to our left, runway on the far side. Okay, well, we'll have to rehearse this with actual payload at some point to see how the fuel consumption goes. So I can calculate my time in the mission area and fly the mission more effectively and actually go for the ground purpose. Air to air, I'm not very brave about it. I will need a VR headset to actually do air to air, even in any plane. But yeah, that would be fun to try as well. DVR, sure, it's easy, but what do I do closer? The F5 is close range. It's a dogfighter basically. a very decent dogfighter, but still a dogfighter. I mean, AIM-9Ps, guns, it doesn't really have much in the terms of actual range. Unfortunately, the L39 isn't really usable here because it supports RSPN, and I'm not sure how to use that with EOR or TACAN. It's probably impossible because the channels are, they work on completely different bandwidths and frequencies. Again, I'm gonna say, if you want to fly with me, or if you wish to criticize me, or even impart some of your pilot's wisdom on me, please definitely do let me know in the comments. Send me a private message, or you can contact me on Facebook as well. Please tell me what you think, what you think I should improve. Do you want to fly together? Do you want to learn from me? I don't think I have much to teach, but probably I do. I mean, I know a few things, but that doesn't really make me a competent pilot. As you saw, I mean, flying manually is a bit of a chore for me, but I can generally do it. Let's put this to the 8 and 9 minutes. We will have a little part here that is just a little shed, but actually going to go ground points to face forward. It's refusing to move on this gravel. Oh no, this is concrete. Give it a bit more power. I don't want to bust the wheels. Well, let's just leave it here. I'm sure the guys can push it backwards and, you know, set it where it's moving in. I started from the ramp just outside this shed. So, yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you will watch my videos again. Again, comments, criticism, invites to fly with, those are also welcome. I usually fly alone. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Evening, I'm actually going to go to try to rest. But first of all, we're going to start shutting down this bird and set it to sleep. Let's shut down the left engine. Let's shut off the taxi lights. We're not moving anymore. We're still going on one generator. As you can see, the left engine is powering down completely. Right engine. We're on battery power now. We're going to turn off the boost pumps. Let's call the ground crew.
Chief, place the wheel chocks. Copy.
Alright.
Wheel chocks are now in place.
Generators off. Perfect. The chief did his job. And batteries out. There we go. Thank you for joining me in this this other flight. Try to tame the proverbial tiger. After all, this is the F5E Tiger 2. And I hope you enjoyed. I hope you will, visit my channel again. And if not, well, it is perfectly fine. It is your choice. Regardless, thanks for watching and have yourself a nice night. Good night, rest well, or have a nice day if it's morning where you are. And if you want to see something specific, I can also show you specific things. Again, my fleet of aircraft is not very big, so yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching and good night. Yeah, now I'm gonna really say good night.